Just back. I think my internet connection has problem. I'm sorry. And we're talking about the size and not the weight, not the size. So the size about SL, XL. So it's more general. When we link it to the weight, it's more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my next question is, what are the key advantages of using your software compared to other LCA tools?
Like I already said, one LCA can cost about 10,000 euros, and it can also, first of all, the person also needs to have LCA knowledge to make the calculation. They need to understand what the methodology is, what is a lot of data in the textile supply chain. So price point of view difficult. The person needs to have knowledge. That's also and the third thing is, let's say, the time that you need to invest. If you really want to do like a full LCA, you really have to go to the factory, collect the data, look at the electricity bills, and do all of that, and that can take up to 6 months to 1 year.
Yeah.
But with our software, it's let's say quite fast because we use secondary data. So you don't have to go to your factory and collect data for polyester, and you don't have to check the electricity bill. We already have that data set on our tool. So you can just do the main. So if you want to compare polyester with recycled polyester, you can see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fast, like really fast, in minutes.
Okay. And what are some limitations or challenges user might face when evaluating polyester glove with your software?
Yeah, this is one thing I already just mentioned to you now,
Yeah.
that when we were doing this demo, you saw that the yarn, we could not add yarn dyeing, right?
Yeah.
So you have to give me details. I will add it on the background, and then you can use it. And that's, let's say, in your product, because we don't encounter a lot of glove calculations. Our software is more for workwear, fashion, and those. And glove is a, let's say, not a common product. So I wouldn't call it a limitation, but I would say that right now the glove, I have to change data on the background, and then you can use the scenario.
Okay.
But
So
it's easy to fix.
yeah. So it depends on us as long as we can provide you more specific technical information you can put on the
Yes.
system.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
actually it's not a problem as long as we know more details about the
Product.
products, about the manufacturing process. So
Yeah.
it is so
Yeah.
actually it's not considered as a limitation, right?
Yeah.
And my next question is the software easy to use for companies without an in-house sustainability expert?
Mostly what we do now with our clients is we train them. And even for some people, let's say, even though I study textile, I may not know everything about gloves. Like I may not know if there is like a gloves cannot be ironed, so there is a boarding process. I looked it up like before we got on the call now, and not everyone has all type of knowledge, but compared to everything that's there on the market,
Yeah.
I would say BioWare is the easiest tool, and that's also the feedback we have received for companies, that yes, they can do calculations on their own.
Yeah, I have a quick
Yeah.
look at your at about what you say to me, and I think it's very clear and easy to use in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the other softwares, you really get confused. Sometimes the cotton yarn, they say okay 1 kilogram, and the yarn then they say 1,000 something kilogram, and then you're like, okay, but where is this, so much number, so much to do? But this is like very simple.
Yeah.
Direct questions, you fill it in and you get a result, like
Yeah.
super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple and fast.
Yeah.
So is it friendly to user?
I think so. Yeah. Compared to everything out there in the market, I think we stand out because ours is very user friendly.
And the software provide recommendation for reducing the environmental impact of the polyester glove. I saw your analysis. as you told me in the final file, PDF file. But the software provide recommendation also.
No, we do not provide recommendation. We just present the results and we show what was the data you input on it. What you can do after your calculation is ready is maybe have a call with Anton, and he can tell you what is the hotspot and where you can make improvements. So as an expert, he can give you or give you sort of that knowledge or like some input on that.
So yeah, so it's the next step later between the company and the be aware to
Exactly.
discuss
Yeah.
about the recommendations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And my question is, what is the weakness of the software and what improvements or new features are planned for your software in the near future?
Well, let's say first of all, like I told you, expert calculations, the Excel sheet that I showed you, it's quite big and it is not automated. So I am making calculations with hand at the moment. So the next things that we want to do is also automate it. So when, for example, a company has some data about this product on their system, we can directly extract that information from their system and make this calculation. So when you have to type in everything, that's not required anymore. So with API integration, and those are the updates we're working on. But also in terms of legislation in the European market at the moment, PEF is coming up, which is another methodology. So like I said to you, that we use Recipe 2016 methodology. The PEF has its own data set. So they have a certain value for polyester, for yarn dyeing, or whatever. So we are also preparing to add those data sets to our tool.
So in the future, you will use two methodologies, one for the old one, recipe,
Yeah.
and another
Yeah.
one, new one.
Yeah, it depends on. So some companies have to, let's say, report with PEF in the future, so they can use the PEF. And for some companies that are, we don't know, the European Union has not made it very clear now because it's not fully formulated. But nevertheless, we have to have both options for clients. So like students, when they want to use it, they don't really have to do it for legislation and European Union. So they can always learn with Recipe. And the companies who have to report, then they use the PEF.
Okay. So but I think the company, they can choose the old version, right? Or they should follow the new methodology. I think that's
Recipe also gets updated, so it's not like an old one. But European Union has said that all the data on Recipe is not European countries focused, so they want to make it more European countries focused. So if we have clients, let's say in US, they can still use Recipe and say, okay, we are not working in Europe, so I'm going to just use Recipe, and our other clients who are in Europe can use the PEF.
Okay. So it's about European Union want to have a common standardized method for European
Exactly.
Union.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
get it.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. It's nice. And about the pricing and cost structures, I think the company, Gemarco,
Your
I think they care about it.
voice is breaking again.
Can you hear me now? You hear me now?
Yeah, maybe if you turn off your camera, then the voice is more clear. I don't know. Just try.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it's better. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And my last question is about the pricing and cost structures. I think this information is very important to the company. Yeah. And the question is, what is the pricing model for the LCA software, for example, with a subscription base or one-time license or pay per use?
So we have all options available at the moment. So there is pay per use that's possible, And this is when we're talking about your company. So for Saxion, the students can use our tool for free because Saxion is already a paying client, let's say. So you can make these calculations for free for your project, but in the future for your company, if they say that, okay, we have only 1 or 2 or 3 products to calculate, then they should go for pay per use. But if they want to do it for a whole collection of products, then they can also buy a monthly subscription, or buying a yearly license is possible, in which then we give more discounts, and we also provide support and training. And let's say now you told me about the glove and you said it's yarn dyed. So when I'm adding this product or adding the yarn dyeing on the background, I can, when you have a yearly license, we provide more support. So we can also customize scenarios for them. We have also an option there to conduct a workshop. So when they get certain results, we also help them understand the results and say, okay, this is how you can use these results to make strategic changes or improve sustainability. But that's like the whole package. We usually, depending on the request of the clients, we can tailor a package as well.
Oh, okay. So, as I understand, the more commitment, the more the better customer service, right? Between
Yeah, because then we also understand your products better, right?
yeah,
Yeah, let's say it like that.
yeah. I
But
think
the sort of the results and the quality that we provide in all of them remains the same.
yeah,
It's just the additional features that you have when you have a package and when you have a yearly license. You just have additional features there. Yeah.
yeah. And do you offer different pricing tiers basing on the company size or usage level?
We offer it based on the number of products that they would like to calculate.
Basing on the number, not the size of the company. Like
No,
okay,
no. Because let's say that you have one product, you want to calculate one collection, which is 7 to 8 products. But there are some people who also say that, no, that's not enough. I would like to have a comparison product, which is an imaginary product. So they know, okay, now we make this product with polyester, but tomorrow, if we start producing with recycled polyester, what is the difference in impact? How much do we save? So that's why number of calculations is more important to us, because it's the amount of work and time you invest in it. So
yeah. And are there any additional costs beyond the base price, such as the data license, training, or customization? It's free, right? As I
yeah,
understand.
again, so well, all of that.
In one-time payment, right? Not more payment with the
No,
data.
no.
Okay.
So if you have a yearly license and you've paid for 1 year, that's it.
Yeah. And you also told me you offer free trial and demo version available before committing to a purchase.
Yes. So if now anyone makes an account on Be Aware, they get 2 free credits, and that's for them to try and do things. And if they say that, okay, our product is not on the list, we would like to add some specific type of product with a certain type of detail in it, they can always reach out to us. We can do some trials or pilot projects together to see, if it is really working for them.
Yeah.
And those will be free.
Okay. Okay, so they can test on 1 or 2 products to see how it works before deciding
Exactly.
to buy
Yeah.
for the home product slides at their
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prerana, a lot.
No problem.
It's make everything very clear to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
And once you get the data, please send it to me. And also, when you send this data, when you've made your calculation, it's good to check with Anton once as to how the company can use this data.
Yeah. like
But you can also say it's out of your scope, and
yeah.
the company can follow up with Anton then.
Yeah, but we in the report we also have the recommendation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the report, the PDF file we export after import on the necessary information, we use it as an index in the report also.
Yeah.
And it's just poorly about the results, like how
Yeah.
they influence on the environment, and we need it for recommendations.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Also good. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Prebrana, a lot.
No problem.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.